responded to our invitation. We've a very select crowd here of superfans who have been vetted. Gordon vetted even to let them in here in case they tested. In case
How did I get in?
Marty, you're the gig. You're the guy.
I'm the gig. All right,
we
okay.
even have the GA legend himself.
Lovely to be here.
That's what we're calling you.
Absolutely. I only came to see you.
About Tomas Mulcahy.
Oh, yeah. That's 1-0 tomorrow now. That's...
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Marty. Tomas Mulcahy doesn't have a lookalike in studio today, does he?
There you go.
I'll tell you. We have Gavin sitting here. Gavin, you're very welcome to the show as well, and your fiancée, Aoife.
Hiya.
You threw a huge party for this guy, didn't you?
Yeah, to surprise him for his 30th because all his friends call him Marty because he looks like Marty and he's very fond of GA. So I thought...
Do you think he looks like Marty? Do you think he looks
Well,
like you?
I have to say, Aoife, I think that he's a very good-looking guy.
As I said in the video, so Marty...
he has that, X factor that only a few
Like
of
you
us...
have, the X factor you have.
I'm too modest to.
Aoife, how lucky are you to be
sleeping with Marty Morrissey?
I know. I kissed the wrong one outside, yeah. Very confusing, very confusing.
I'm going to be spending my holidays in Wexford from now on.
Oh, no, you're not. No, I believe for the party, Marty sent a message to the party itself.
And it took about 3 months to get the message because Marty is not very good with a smartphone.
Oh.
No.
So it ended up
You have to
last
reveal
minute.
everything in this now?
Last minute, it was like 10:30 at night, and he managed to go into Apple in New York and get them to send me the video.
My God, we can have a look at that video now.
Yeah, because we have a mutual friend called Tom Dempsey from County Wexford. Imagine there's two of us with faces like this. I'm only sorry I'm not at your party. It's going to be one heck of a party, but I hope that you enjoy it. After all, it's not every day you're 30 years of age. My love to Aoife. I just want to say, Aoife, if he doesn't marry you soon, I'll marry you. For God's sake, Gavin, cop on. And above all else, on your 30th birthday when the drinks are pouring, Gavin, keep your clothes on. Anyway, wish you the very best. Up Wexford. Sorry I can't be there. As you can see, I'm down at home in West Clare. Happy birthday, Gavin.
That's so nice and generous of you, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I'd actually forgotten where I'd done it, but that's home in my home village of Quilty, and it's Mutton Island in the back. And then I had to go. I was in New York, and I couldn't get it to go to send. So I was on to Aoife, and then I was on to Tom Dempsey. I said, Tom, it won't work. So I decided to go into Apple. That's a few years ago now, isn't it?
You haven't dated today, Marty?
No.
A year and a half.
I'm using the same makeup as you, Di.
That's what's keeping me up too, Marty.
We're super fans. We have Gaelic for mothers and others from Inch and Killa in East, and this is Eileen McGuckian, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
Now, what do you have there? Do you have a poster? Look at this, Marty Morrissey. We love you, #1 fan right here. You're a very traumatised person. Tell us what happened the most awful day that you had to go to
Well, no, it wasn't the most awful day. It was my cousin's wedding, which I really enjoyed, by the way.
but it was very traumatic.
But they were playing a tournament in Portmarnock in Dublin.
Yes.
Oh dear,
All
they have a
Ireland.
tournament.
I know,
Yeah.
same day. Had to choose, cousin won. But they were saying, who was there? Only Marty. Devastation, because
Yeah, but the day was amazing, but there was a little bit of trauma going through it.
There
Look at me
was,
pushing her into
like
this.
Marty was
Missing.
above, and no, this was the year before when I was at the wedding, sending me selfies of Marty and all the girls, and then we went last year, and I was like, yes, bye, I'll meet Marty, but no Marty, and I had my little.
Very cute, Marty.
Hang on, Jesus. Don't stand back from Marty after that. He's only...
I love the women of Killa, I have to say. And they're having a big registration on Thursday night for Women's for Football.
Gaelic Mothers for
Gaelic,
Everything.
yes, exactly.
In Kindy's Bar in
Kennedy's
Killa.
Bar. Marty's there, I'm there.
9 o'clock.
We're both there, Marty.
We're both there now.
Ryan, thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
We couldn't have you down in Cork here without chatting to some of the guys from some of the local clubs. We've guys from Nemo Rangers here as well.
Well,
we have
Nemo.
Paul Barry and
Hello.
Kieran. Good to see you guys. How are you?
Good.
Good to stuff. And you're a big fan of Marty Morrissey?
Yeah, I'm a big Marty Morrissey fan. I like his style and his glamour, and he's all year Suntan.
Yeah, and you always wanted to shake his hand, didn't you?
I always wanted the opportunity to shake his hand, so I'm getting
Well,
it now.
there you have
Thank
it
you
here
so
now.
much. And I just want to put on the record that this tan is natural.
Naturally from a
Unlike
bottle.
IOTs.
Naturally from a bottle. Guys, thank you very much. We have Aoife Fitzgerald here and daughter Elle as well. If you come forward here. Guys, you're very welcome to the show as well. You play a huge part in ladies' Gaelic football here in Cork, don't you?
Yeah, I manage the Cork Lady footballers.
Oh, wow, brilliant.
But I suppose my relation with Marty goes back a long, long time. We were in college together maybe 30 years ago.
16, goal for 16
maybe.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, what I love about Marty is his commentary is unique in terms of his voice, and and his critique of the players is very neutral. And I think he's a credit to RTE and a credit to GA.
Great. Can I ask you a question? What were you studying in college?
We weren't studying much, to be honest.
Not really,
We
no.
were playing football. I was doing arts.
supposedly. And I just want to put on the record, because Efi has been boasting about all the goals he scored against me.
Yeah.
Just want to say, when UCC played Nemo Rangers, Efi Fitzgerald never scored a goal ever against me. Couple of points. That's the record, not right, Efi?
That's correct, yeah.
From the 40-yard line. Long range.
He was
one.
quite a good goalkeeper.
Was he a good goalie?
Yeah.
My God, I think we've got to show a picture of him and goal a little later on the show.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you very much for being
Thanks
with us.
very
as well.
much.
And let me say, by the way, Efi is one of the best corner forwards that I played against, and a gentleman.
I think now you're telling your own
It's like
stories
the
here.
Mutual
now.
Admiration
I'm
Society.
beginning to doubt how good you were at all. No, Marty, you couldn't come, I suppose, as far as Nemo without bringing the other crowd as well. The
That's
county
right,
champions. The
yes.
crowd from the Glen here as well.
In for the Glen.
How about that? How are you doing,
Great
lads?
Glen.
Now, will you explain this cup?
It's the senior, the Sean Lug Murphy Cup. It's the senior trophy.
It's the senior trophy. No, you weren't playing because you're a small bit young for that. But you're under 16, is it under 14?
Under 14.
And you did well this year?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Do you like Mr. Marty Morrissey commentating?
Yeah.
He's a gas man, isn't he?
Yeah.
What do you think of Marty Morrissey?
I like him.
You like him? Good
That's
answer.
the right answer,
Correct
thanks to the God.
I'm well trained, Marty.
No, don't interview Tomas now, right?
We have Tomas
Retired
okay.
here, yeah.
Tomas, like he's shouting the banner all the time now, County Clare, the lovely roads of Clare and everything, but that shouldn't be the case, sure it's not.
No, it shouldn't be the case. I mean, I thought this was a wind-up the Marty party, to be honest with you. And then I kind of said to myself, maybe it's his birthday party, maybe he's hitting the 60 mark. Right? So I
I'm
said,
24, Tomas, that's the official
I
line.
said I'd better come along, right? I was checking again, right, and born in Mallow, went to the Bronx for 10 years and came back to live in Clare. And he's all about the banner now. You forgot your roots.
I'm a Cork-born Clareman, as I keep saying.
Okay, you're a Cork-born Clareman. And he did go for a trial with the Cork minor football team, rumour has it. Rumour has it.
That's true, that's true.
On goal, and you
That's
mentioned
true.
about Efi, but
That's
I believe
right.
the crossbar was just at a
little bit too high.
So
It still is, Tomas.
that was the end of your goalkeeping career, I believe.
Oh my God. Lads, if you go over here, because we have some Mallow natives here as well.
Hey,
Guys, come in.
come on, Mallow.
No, these fellas are kind of upset with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are.
What have you to say to Marty
Well,
Morrissey?
he needs to express his roots to Mallow.
Yeah,
I do?
definitely. You don't express it enough.
Or do I need to do it more?
A lot more.
Okay. Well, my mother was from just outside Mallow, and I was born in Mallow. So there it is.
Yeah. There it
Live
is.
television.
He's a very unique way of commentating, doesn't he, Marty?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
It's
there's no one like
one of
him
a kind.
ever. No one.
What's your favourite? What's so unique about it?
Just his voice, the way that you're watching the match and he just drags you straight in, like you just what he was saying and everything. It's brilliant.
Thank you.
Would you say something similar like that? You
Yeah, he's excellent, really. He's the one you'd want to watch, really.
Yeah, definitely.
How much do I pay? lads?
All you have to say is up Mallow every now and then.
Thank you very much, lads. And up Mallow.
Marty, across all ages, male and female, it doesn't matter. They're all mad about you.
Well, what can I say? I feel embarrassed by all of this, but at the same time, I really appreciate it, and thank you very much. And it's not my birthday, by the way. But
And he's not 60.
And I'm not 60. But anyway, I'm delighted. It's just lovely to...
We have the ham sambos, we have the
We do with the red
we have
lemonade.
the red lemonade here and everything. So the party's only getting started here, Marty.
There's just one shot we got to get here. Is this Marty for president? I mean, come on. I think it's time to go when we see that.
Is that the president of the GAA or the president of Ireland?
Thank you so much. That's Ballincollig.
Oh,
Great
oh,
camogie team.
Yeah.
Well done.
Great cake makers as well, I believe.
We're holding on to Marty. The party's only starting. We're going to bond with him after the break. You're going to do a very revealing interview, I
Am
believe.
I?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you are,
are,
Marty,
apparently
yeah.
so. And we have a few more surprises lined
I'm
up
not
for you.
talking to him.
No.
I'll talk to you more
You're talking to me
anytime.
today,
No
nice.
problem.
I'll wear the leather suit if you want, Marty.
You don't have it
No,
on.
you don't have to die. This is a family show,
It's a
darling.
family unit show
Yeah.
until after 5. Anyway, we'll see you in a few minutes.
Oh, my God.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
That's it.
Yes, there's a level of madness around the studio
There is,
today. It's all
totally,
about
yes.
one man, Mr. Marty Morrissey. Great to have you,
That's
sir.
right. We have
Thank
you
you.
on the couch.
Lovely to be here.
Yeah.
Yes, great. Loads of
I really
fans
only
from-
came down to see you, Maura, and to compliment
Sure,
you
I
on
know
a
this.
tremendous job, because I have to work with him about once a year, and 'tis an RTE.
I heard that.
Yeah.
So
But you have to do
that.
it every day of your life. My God.
I know it's only 5 out of the 7 days.
Was that all?
I take a break on the Sabbath from Dory.
Yeah.
Good. No harm to get a break from him.
Marty, it's really interesting because it's you, GAA, synonymous, all that, and all the guys over there and from all the different clubs and all that really relate to you on so many different levels. But to take you back, you actually started out in a totally different path. You started off by studying medicine in college.
I did here in UCC. I did a couple of years, and then I transferred over to do my science degree. I kind of knew, I was kind of a bit of a, I suppose, mixed up at the time, and I didn't maybe concentrate either, and I kind of found teaching by accident. I did my HDip after diverting, and I loved teaching. I was teaching in Spanish Point in St. Joseph's Secondary School. I was gone from a convent school to being a co-educational, and we got into the football there, and we had
it's all football in West Clare, of course.
It's all football in West Clare, as you know, Di.
Yeah.
So we got involved with the football team because I was involved with my own club, Kilmaria Bricken, at the time. So we coached the football team. We won a Munster Colleges title and we won a Clare Colleges title. And I remember in the Clare Colleges final, we played St. Flannan's, which is where I went to school.
Yeah, of course,
so,
big school, yeah.
They weren't, the Flannan's boys weren't too pleased that they were beaten by the convent in Spanish Point. But I loved it, and the boys loved it. They were a great bunch of lads. It was a great school.
Okay, let's bring you back because we have some lovely photos, cutesy photos of you, because you were born in, as we heard over there, in Mallow.
Yeah.
And then there you are as a little
There
fella,
I am.
off to the States, and then back after 10 years to Clare.
Yes, we came back. Picture was taken in New York. You would wonder what in the name of God happened to me when you look at that. But anyway, that was, we came back. My father was from Clare, from West Clare, and he met my mother in Mallow, and bought a pub, like most Irish guys that come home, and we bought what is now the Quilty Tavern. But it was an area, it's home to me, and it's an area that is dear to my heart.
Do you remember much of America at that time?
I do, yeah. I remember, look, St. Anne's in Bainbridge Avenue was my school in the Bronx.
You said you actually took a picture, actually, funny enough, with Rita's cousin.
I did.
First cousin, outside that.
Correct.
And Kevin Backhurst, who was to work with us before, sent me that picture. And I said, Rita, look at that.
Yeah.
Rita knew her to school, her first cousin, Marty Morrissey, inside the picture.
Wow.
I went up to have a look at it because I hadn't really seen it since I'd left.
Yeah.
And I was walking along, and this girl said to me in the car park, "Aren't you Marty Morrissey?" And I said, "Huh?" I said, "What?" And she turned out she was Rita's cousin.
Rita's first cousin,
funny.
yeah.
And that school, it saddens me that in June it's actually closing down. And I think
So
it's been...
when you came back to Ireland, then you were an American kid.
I was, and when I went to school in Flannan's, I think I had a bit of an American accent.
You must have.
Yeah, they called me the Yank for a while, and then I got involved in the football and hurling teams, and they kind of knocked it out of me.
Yeah.
I believe there's still phrases I use that you'd see an American twang. Yeah. That's in UCC in the Mardyke.
Here you are.
Yeah,
in the middle.
See this man here in the extreme right is...
It's Shawnee Walsh,
Good God, it's Shawnee Walsh.
Oh.
Yeah, Shawnee, and... beside me was Tom Foley of Wexford, Colin Mang, and Jack Myler. See John Myler here?
Yeah.
Don Good, Eugene Desmond.
Was that the Sigerson team?
That was and Brendan Murphy. Brendan Murphy over the far left, bottom in the front. His dad was the former president of the GA, Colin Murphy. Behind him was Sean Murphy. Leo Gould, who be the Gould that plays football with Cork now. That's his dad. And Jim Nolan was beside me, who later became a Cork selector. And we had a great fun. Actually, it was very funny. We were playing a higher education league, and that picture appeared in a half page of the Irish Examiner, or the Cork Examiner at the time, because there was something that went wrong with that page. So that picture appeared, and NUIG, or UCG as it was, appeared, and we all became heroes around the college. But it was kind of a meaningless Division 1 clash. But somebody took a picture and they said, "Stop, put that in." And so it's one that I particularly like.
And how did the broadcasting kind of transition then happen in your career in RTE?
Well, when I left UCC, I went back home to Spanish Point, and it was an accident because I was training the local teams at home, and this woman came to our door one day, and she said she was looking for Marty Morrissey. And Marty Morrissey was my late dad. And she started talking about him teaching and coaching the football teams. And I said, "Sure, my dad wouldn't have a clue about football. Tis me you're looking for." Because I was only, 19, 20, maybe 20 at the time. So I ended up going up to Spanish Point, coaching the boys at weekends. And then the following year I was going to go back to UCC when Sister Cecilia, who was at the door, with no veil on, said to me, "Would I go up and teach PE for the month of September?" I had no qualification in PE, but so I went up.
Off you went,
Off I went, and I was there for a month when Sister Baptist, God love her, got very sick, and I filled in for her. And I ended up staying 3 years, almost 4 years. But in the middle of that, Spanish Point is in the parish of Milltown Malbay, and my club, Kilmurray Brecon, we're neighbours, rivals. And Milltown Malbay were playing Kilmurray Brecon in the under-21 county final. So Patrick Galvin, the post office man, said to me, would I do the commentary on the county final video? And I said, not a hope. So I named a whole pile of local lads, my friends, fobbing it off, basically. Yeah. And he came back to me on that Saturday night and said, would you please do it? And I said, okay, but look, it'll be nonsense, it'll be rubbish. So the lads in Kilmurray, in Quilty and Mullock and Core, got a tractor and trailer and drove the tractor and trailer down to Doombeg because there was no stand. Yeah. This seems like the dark ages, doesn't it? Sorry. But anyway, there was just an embankment. Yeah. So they drove the tractor and it was kind of sideways and they put sheets of galvanised on because it was October and back of the tractor trailer is where I started. Cool. And from there I started applying, I kind of got the bug and started applying towards the end.
Just put on your microphone there a
Microphone
second,
fell off, sorry.
Listen, you got so excited next tomorrow. It happens to me all the time.
Listen, you understand it.
Happens to me all the time.
Absolutely.
We have a picture here of yourself and Martin O'Neill that was taken in London, I think, last year. Could you explain, what was that about, Martin? You won an award, I believe.
Well, Martin rang and asked me to know would I play for the Republic of Ireland soccer team.
And I was too busy.
And I said, look, I'm too busy at the moment with work in RTE. That was the, I hope I've that wrong.
Yeah, you're great now,
that was, the Irish World was very kind to give me an award in March for service to broadcasting.
Oh, that's great.
And Martin O'Neill was there, and I like Martin. I met Martin before. The last time we met, I was over with George Hamilton at a Champions League game in Donetsk. Just as an assistant, and I've great time for Martin.
This is one of the reasons, Marty, why we think you got that award. Have a listen to this.
No venue in the world right now that has over 82,000 people gathered in what is undoubtedly one of the greatest stadiums in the world. Can you hear their voices? Can you hear the RTE band march across the green field of GA headquarters with 30 warriors behind them? While the world changes, some things in Ireland never change. Back here in Croke Park, the parade continues. It's Tipperary versus Kilkenny. But there is one change. Whoever wins this gets an All-Ireland medal with a special added inscription 1916-2016 to celebrate the centenary of the Irish Rising. Listen to the noise. Listen to the heartbeat of the people of Ireland.
It is such a special day, Marty, isn't it?
It is,
Football and hurling final.
Yeah, it is. And it's kind of an emotional day because hurling in particular, I mean, I love Gaelic football, as you said earlier, where I'm from, but hurling is so unique and so different. And that was a radio commentary I did last September, and on the Saturday afternoon I was saying, how am I going to introduce this? So I decided to put out on Twitter, this is the positive aspects of social media, put on Twitter, where will you be watching or listening to the match? And one guy from his kitchen in Raheny tweeted me back, says, in my kitchen in Raheny. So I went again, I said, no, I want to kind of go outside Dublin, outside Ireland. So I said, where in the world will you be listening? And it just flowed in. Syria, the Defence Forces in Lebanon, New York, Australia, all over the world. So in that commentary, I kind of mentioned quite a number of them. And
but it's true, though. You're actually right.
Us all together.
It's everywhere, and it is everywhere, so it's really interesting.
You know, Maura, I suppose just from my own background of being in an apartment in the Bronx, New York, like so many Irish immigrants, or sons of immigrants, and my dad, with an old radio, going out onto the fire escape, because all the fire escapes, you know what they're like, and standing out there and trying to put the aerial around so you could hear me hollow here.
My God.
So I suppose there's always in my heart that connection with America.
Now, we just to finish up with the party, Marty, we have a lovely cake for you here as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, so in we go.
Sit in here. This is Tracy and Ciara.
Tracy.
And Ciara,
Come in here, Tracy.
From Ballincollig. Ciara plays Camogie with Ballincollig, I'm told here.
Wow.
And Tracy has her very own cake-making business. So this is especially for Mr. Marty Morrissey today.
It is unreal. We try and just, can we switch this down here? That is just so brilliant. What's your last name, Tracy?
Desmond Bell, but it's
Wonderful.
Tracy's Cakes. Yeah.
Tracy's Cakes, there we have it.
Marty, thank you so much. And Marty, thanks for being here. And everyone,
thank you. And thank you for the party.
Not at all.
You're welcome.
The party's going to continue here.